Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no. This really has been the greatest summer of my life, guys. Seriously, thank you so much from my heart to yours, because I could have never done this without your love and support that you have shown this YouTube channel. This blows my mind. This is incredible. Over 3,000 people have subscribed to this YouTube channel, and it was because of each and every one of you loving Descendants and Zombies and the stars of the franchises as much as what you have. I never thought this YouTube channel would explode and have the response that it's had. I've always been a big Disney fan. For those of you who are new here, my name is Jonathan Clarke, and I have always been the biggest Disney fan in the world, as you get from the Mickey Mouse merch you see in the back there. I've always believed that Mickey Mouse has represented kindness, and I think that more people could make a consistent effort to be kinder to others in a lifetime. And I've always believed that Disney's characters have always represented hope and kindness for the entire universe, and I've always wanted to showcase that through the videos that I've uploaded on this YouTube channel, and I've been able to do that through the power of Descendants and Zombies, because of its powerful script, because of its story, which still has so much more of a story yet to be told. That's what's so exciting about Descendants, is that there are so many characters that we have seen in the story, but we have so many characters that have yet to see their introduction into a story that is far from over. So one should never believe the critics that are saying that we're seeing the end of Descendants and Zombies, we're going to come to a dramatic conclusion. You need to really shy away from that. You need to have videos uploaded on YouTube that offer you encouragement that we will see Descendants 5 happen, that we will get to Zombies 5, even though it's 5 years away. 5 years will give me an opportunity to create more videos about Descendants and Zombies unlike anything you've ever seen before in your life, and trust me, I will upload thousands of videos about Descendants and Zombies, even if that means I have to upload videos about Descendants and Zombies for the rest of my life, because this really has become the greatest honor of my life, having the honor to talk about stars like Dove Cameron and Sophia Carson, who I can never seem to say enough good things about, because I think they've seen their fair share of criticism over the last decade. But really, when you think about it, Dove Cameron came from a TV show like Liv and Maddie, and this was really a hit or miss for Dove Cameron. The producers and the writers of Descendants knew she had it instantly, and her chemistry was off the charts, and she blew up as the character Mel. She really did blow up as the character Mel. I think she was looking for a character to identify herself to a global audience, and Mel gave her the opportunity to do that. And regardless of how many times Dove Cameron desperately tries to shy away from her Disney past and leave it behind her, Dove Cameron will never forget the profound impact that the Mal character had on her life, along with every other role she had for Disney Channel movies and Disney Channel TV shows such as Liv and Maddie, because it was such a challenge for Dove Cameron. You know, she had so much pressure on her shoulders, the death of her father, the death of her friend many years ago, and she auditioned for a Disney Channel TV series. Just think about that. You have so much going on in your personal life and professionally, but you can put all of that aside to audition for a Disney Channel TV series. How crazy is that? And she becomes one of the biggest Disney Channel stars of all time. Dove Cameron is somebody who I started uploading videos about over a year ago, and I never thought my videos would receive such a huge response. Over 1,000 views on just one video that I uploaded about Dove Cameron over a year and a half ago, and I sit here today with nearly 3,000 subscribers and 65,000 channel views in over a year. That is incredible. That is insane. That just puts into perspective just how powerful of a franchise Descendants and Zombies is, because I'm just a guy who shoots videos out of his office every day from his house. And you guys took something that started as a whisper. This YouTube channel pretty much was just a whisper. And you guys turned it into a global phenomenon and made it one of the most popular Descendants and Zombies YouTube channels in the world. Every single day I check the analytics for this YouTube channel. Every month over 10,000 people watch this YouTube channel, and it's a lot of pressure. I have to be honest with each and every one of you, because the Descendants and Zombies fans know everything there is to know about Descendants and Zombies. So you've really got to show up, and you've really got to be on point with your facts about Descendants and Zombies. I first watched Descendants on July 31st, 2015. I fell in love with the show. I fell in love with everything having to do with Descendants and Zombies, and I've never looked back since, and I've had no regrets. And I've made hundreds of videos about Descendants and Zombies ever since, because I give you my word, as long as Descendants and Zombies exists, so too will this YouTube channel, because you guys have wanted a Descendants and Zombies themed podcast for a very long time. And my issue lies with Disney, how they always invest money behind a Marvel podcast of $5.2 million on Marvel.com every Wednesday, Why can't they have a Descendants and Zombies podcast for the fans of Descendants and Zombies? Because people are crazy about Descendants and Zombies. I think every conversation that I see on a school bus is about Descendants and Zombies, and people become the best of friends because of Descendants and Zombies. I think that we've seen ourselves in these situations that characters have been caught up within in the Descendants and Zombies franchise. I think the relationships that we've seen between Victor and Nova and Zed and Addison over the years has really allowed lives into perspective and really what we want to see the most out of our own lives. And I think that these characters really have become an exemplification of just how powerful life can be on times, because when we least expect it, a dream can happen for everybody. And I really appreciate how Clarke and Sherelle really put her heart into these performances at the Worlds Collide Tour, opening up every performance with how a dream can become a reality and can really happen for somebody. It made me think of what I've been saying for over 25 years on this show. I've opened up just about every show that I've done. If I've done 5,000 shows, I've opened up the 5,000 shows that I've produced on YouTube with how a dream can happen for anybody. All you've got to do is hold on to that dream. And I've tried to offer that in encouragement statements on this YouTube channel, and I've had a whole lot of fun doing it. And I've also had a whole lot of fun talking about other franchises that I've been a fan of over the years, like Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place, Sweet Life with Zack and Cody, Phineas and Ferb, Kim Possible. I've been a fan of everything having something to do with Disney, and I've had no regrets since. I haven't looked back since, because you guys have deserved a podcast that has been, in the making for a very long time. I think that if more people put dedication into creating Disney content on YouTube, there would be a greater appreciation. Because I see these reaction videos of Zombies 4, Dawn of the Vampires, and nothing really makes sense to me about how they can't decipher what a Daywalker and a Nightwalker is. I mean, who doesn't know what a Daywalker and a Nightwalker is? A Daywalker is a vampire that can exist in the daytime, and a vampire is just a vampire. I mean, anybody knows that. For the life of me, I don't know why people always choose to criticize Zombies 4, Dawn of the Vampires, but I guess with everything, you can expect criticism. I mean, I haven't reviewed anything. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I haven't reviewed anything without seeing criticism. I just last night, I saw all the movies that Hilary Duff had produced in a compilation posted on Facebook. And I thought back to her time as a part of the cast of Cinderella Story, which was really a breakout role and a huge time for Hilary Duff's career. And seeing her come from that and being faced with all the criticism that she had faced as one of the biggest Disney stars of all time, my heart really went out to her, because I think that there's a lot of pressure that goes with being one of these Disney stars, because they expect you to live in a box, and I think they really did expect people like Dove Cameron to really live into a box, and it was only until she broke away from Disney that she was able to come out of that box, and she was able to be herself, which is something I really liked about Dove Cameron, how she was able to bring everything to the full front and really make the most of every opportunity that she had. Like this new compilation she has, Too Much, which is really great. I love all the compilations of Clarke and Sherelle, and I really appreciated how Disney... The thing is, people will always criticize Disney for, putting you in this box and making you feel like you have to live a certain way and your image has to be a certain way and you have to come off a certain way. But the thing is, Disney really does appreciate you, because not only did we see her as the character Red in the Descendants franchise, we also saw her portray herself for being her because of her music, like Denim and Goodie Bag and See You Tonight. We saw that on the stage at the Worlds Collide Tour, which I gave the writers and producers a profound amount of credit for, because they took something and they turned it into something special, because everybody that was there at the Worlds Collide Tour felt like they knew Clarke and Sherelle, like they were a part of something special, like they were a part of the production. It was an immersive experience to be a part of, and I really enjoyed seeing your guys' reactions at the Worlds Collide Tour. I give you guys a profound amount of credit. That's the difference between my videos and somebody else who will upload a video probably an hour from now that you'll watch, is that I give you guys credit for where credit is due, and you really do deserve a lot of credit, because without you guys showing up at the Worlds Collide Tour and making this such an immersive experience, buying your merchandise, showing up with your glitter signs and these beautiful outfits, shooting videos with your phone, having fun, that's exactly what I wanted to take away from this experience. I wanted you guys to have fun. I wanted you to have the time of your lives, and you really did. And you showed up and you put everything on display with your phones on YouTube. It's really amazing how the fans of Descendants and Zombies can believe in a franchise so much that this franchise would explode in popularity to where we'll have like 10 million people crazy about Descendants and Zombies. You know, you can compare this to franchises like High School Musical and Hannah Montana, but since when did Hannah Montana ever have 10 million fans? They probably had half of that, probably 5 million people loved Hannah Montana as much as what they loved High School Musical. Or, you know, I really do believe that Descendants and Zombies is the most revered franchise of all time. Because just on social, this is only on social media, 10 million people have fallen in love with Descendants and Zombies. And that really goes to show how much of a profound impact a franchise has on a person's heart. 10 million people on social media love this, and over 781 million hours of stream time have happened for Disney Plus for the original Descendants. That's not taking into consideration what The Rise of Red has garnered for attention on Disney Plus. Millions of hours of stream time, 781 million hours of stream time, and then we have Zombies coming right behind it with 250 million hours of stream time with a rating of 6.2. That is outstanding. And this powerful story of how a girl could find love by falling in love with a zombie and staying in love with a zombie for forever. I mean, you can't tell me that you didn't think about your own life or your own situation when you saw the character Zed and Addison just trying to achieve acceptance in a world where humans and zombies were thought of never being able to coexist. And they took something and turned it into something so spectacular. I would have loved to have seen zombies be portrayed in the era of Twilight, when Twilight was at the heights of its popularity, when we had vampires and werewolves, you know, going back and forth, and the struggle for power was going on. I would have loved to have seen Descendants and Zombies be a part of that era, because I really do believe that Descendants and Zombies would have been able to hold its own in that era with Twilight. Now, obviously, everybody was crazy about Twilight, but I think that Disney really took something and turned something into something so special. The music was incredible, the story was absolutely mind-blowing, and I think that with how unpredictable Zombies script eventually became, seeing the introduction of eventually zombies, werewolves, vampires, it became something so spectacular. And the cool thing is, with the suggestion of mermaids now coming into the plot, what you got to think about is how much more unpredictable the story is going to get. You know, I would really love to see some kind of Pirates of the Caribbean kind of feel brought into this story, because it's been forever since the Pirates of the Caribbean had been seen in Disney. I mean, it's been how many years? 2019 since the Pirates of the Caribbean had anything happen for Disney. So I think that after 5 movies, I think it's time to really, you know, go back in time and bring something back that will be special for a lot of people. And I, for one, have been very intrigued by stories of mermaids. I live on this island where there are a lot of stories associated with mermaids, so I would really go for mermaids, seeing their introduction into this franchise. And I've been a really big fan of The Little Mermaid for what feels like forever. So because I've been a really big fan of The Little Mermaid for what feels like forever, and I remember reading the book and seeing the original classic and reading, you know, this depressing story about The Little Mermaid and how Disney turned it around into this beautiful story about how Ariel fell in love with Prince Eric, I really do support this, and I do support anybody's dream, regardless of what your dream is. If you want to think that mermaids have a chance of happening in this franchise, then more power to you. I fully support you. Because I think that Descendants and Zombies really started with a dream. It started with an aspiration. It just started with a bunch of sketches. It started with a bunch of ideas, and it became something phenomenal. It turned something into a global phenomenon that has inspired millions of people. Regardless if you remember being a fan of Descendants and Zombies because of the powerful music, or the definitive script, or the unbelievable characters that became something so special in somebody's heart. Every single person who ever watched Descendants or Zombies came away from it feeling inspired, came away from it feeling so happy, and as if you were a part of something that could have lasted forever. And I really do believe that this franchise really does have a chance of lasting for forever. I really do. And I just want to put that out there, because I think that Disney's always had this thing where they've never been able to get past a trilogy. They've never been able to get past 3 movies or 4 seasons of a TV show like Hannah Montana or Wizards of Waverly Place. But now we're seeing expansions where we're talking about Descendants 5 happening. We're talking about Descendants 6 happening. I think that there are people out there that would really love to see probably 10 movies of Descendants and Zombies if they were ever given the opportunity. And I would go for 10 movies of Descendants and Zombies, because I really do believe that Descendants and Zombies has something special for everybody. I think everybody has taken something away from Descendants or Zombies, and I really do support this dream that we have of Descendants and Zombies lasting for forever, because when you see a girl like Clarke coming out on stage and singing these beautiful songs, not only from the Descendants soundtrack, but off of her album, that she's trying to promote independently. That's great. I really do believe that Disney is supportive of these stars. Even though Disney seems like, we have to make you live like you're living out of a box and you can't do this or you can't do that. I think Disney has forever and always been supportive of these stars. And the thing about Disney's, collaboration is they have a certain direction to take these stars in. And you have to understand that there's a lot of pressure that goes with these performances. And I just wanted to take that away from people like Clarke and Malia Baker, because I really do believe that there's a lot of pressure. And don't get me started on Freya Sky, because I really do believe Freya Sky is going to be a fabulous star. She's going to be the next Taylor Swift. I will go on record for saying that I really do believe she is going to be the next Taylor Swift, because I think never enough fond things can be said about someone like Freya Sky, and I'll have more to say about this tonight on a final show I will upload on my YouTube channel, because I've already got like 2 videos out and it's only like 9:35 a.m. I really put a lot of dedication into these videos, because I really do believe that you can never say enough good things about a franchise that has changed so many wonderful lives, that has had such a significant impact on everybody's heart. And it's undeniable. The thing is, it's undeniable the impact that Descendants and Zombies has forever and always had on all of our hearts. I mean, we will never forget. The reality we're faced with is we will never forget the impact that Dove Cameron and Sofia Carson had on all of our hearts. We will never forget the impact that Clarke and Malia Baker had on all of our hearts, because of this friendship that has always been put on display, that has forever and always been talked about, and really stood the test of time, because they have been through together for everything. And that is something that really stands out to me about this franchise, is the exemplification of just how powerful a friendship is. No matter if you're talking about the friendship of Dove Cameron and Sofia Carson, no matter if you're talking about the friendship of Clarke and Malia Baker, from thick and thin, they have been together for everything, and I think some of the most beautiful friendships that we see every day are inspired off of characters like Dove Cameron and Sofia Carson. I really do believe that people like Mal and Evie really changed people's perspective on life and have made people stronger, and this is just a beautiful franchise that deserves to be credited for how far it's come. And I give you my word, I will create thousands of videos about Descendants and Zombies, even if that's what that means, to really put an emphasis on how powerful of a franchise this actually is, and how far it's come in such a short amount of time. Because in all honesty, 10 years, it's been said that a lot can happen in 10 years, and certainly a lot's happened in 10 years because of all the fond memories that have been created off of Descendants and Zombies. I can never seem to say enough good things about Descendants and Zombies, and sure, I've been faced with a lot of criticism for these videos that I've uploaded, but in light of all the criticism that I may have received for all of these videos that I've uploaded, I've also received an incredible amount of support. Because when you guys could have taken a chance on anybody else on YouTube, you didn't. You saw the good in these videos, you subscribed to this YouTube channel, and as a result, I sit here today with nearly 3,000 people having subscribed to this YouTube channel, and I haven't had any regrets since I uploaded the very first video on this YouTube channel. And I made a promise to you that I was going to upload at least one Descendants or Zombies video every day. And I came through on that promise, and because I came through on that promise, this has become the most popular Descendants and Zombies YouTube channel in the world. Seriously, guys, thank you so much. Regardless if you remember the original soundtrack of the original Descendants movie, the original story, the original cast, this new cast, whatever your spin is on Descendants, if you love the dolls, if you love the music, if you love the Worlds Collide tour, if you attended the Worlds Collide tour, thank you guys so much for that. I do know I have a lot of people subscribed to this YouTube channel who did attend the Worlds Collide tour, and they had the time of their life. And I just wanted to bring that to life for you guys in a way that I don't think any other YouTube creator has been able to do it. I love creating these videos for you guys, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And for sure, Descendants 5, Wicked Wonderland will see its criticism. It will have its critics, but we can shut that down. We can replace it with a good vibe. We can replace it with good things to say about Descendants 5, Wicked Wonderland, because for sure, it will be faced with criticism. But I give you my word that I will put my heart into every single video that I upload on this YouTube channel, and I will never go away. Because I believe in these franchises just as much as each and every one of you. I believe that there is something special to be seen and to be had from this franchise. Because people draw inspiration from Descendants and Zombies all the time. Have you seen the merch for Descendants and Zombies? If you haven't seen the merch, it is incredible how people collect this merch. I have seen photos of people on their Facebook fan pages for Descendants and Zombies with shelves full of merchandise. It is crazy how passionate people are about Descendants and Zombies. Now, I don't have any of the merch because I would fill up this room with merch. I have merch inspired by Disney characters in the back there because Mickey Mouse has always and forever held a special place in my heart. But I've seen how dedicated people are to this franchise, and it's truly mind-blowing to see how truly dedicated people are to a franchise and how they really do believe that this is a franchise that is going to last for forever. That's the thing about Descendants and Zombies fans, is that they hold on to a belief that this is a franchise that has a chance, even the slightest chance, of lasting for forever. I will forever and always be supportive of Clarke and Trell. I will forever and always be supportive of Dove Cameron. And I just love talking about Descendants and Zombies. This really has been the greatest honor of my life, having the honor to create all these wonderful videos for each and every single person who has ever said they were a fan of Descendants and Zombies, because I think this is a franchise that has no doubt seen its fair share of criticism. But we can do something about that. We can create a bunch of videos about Descendants and Zombies that are meaningful to a lot of people, and I just like to believe that I created something special for thousands of people who love Descendants and Zombies, and it shows by how many people hit the subscribe button, by how many people hit the like button. Every single time I upload a video, the response is truly mind-blowing to me. I can't believe that this YouTube channel has touched so many hearts and changed so many lives. It's incredible. Guys, seriously, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit my subscribe button. Don't forget to hit my like button, because I have a whole lot to say where Descendants and Zombies goes. I will upload a final video sometime this evening, and hopefully you guys will return and we'll have a whole lot more to say where Descendants and Zombies goes, because I think this is really a never-ending conversation. This is really a never-ending conversation. Descendants and Zombies has taken the world by storm. I mean, that's the reality of this, is that this is a global phenomenon that has really changed lives and really impacted lives in so many unbelievable ways. I can't even begin to put into words how appreciative I am of the outpouring of love and support that I've always and forever seen on this YouTube channel, because it's truly mind-blowing to me to realize, to sit back and realize and put into perspective that this YouTube channel once had 5 subscribers, and now this YouTube channel has nearly 3,000 people. 2,816 people have subscribed to this YouTube channel, and there are more to come. And there are so many moments left to be created for Descendants and Zombies. That's the thing about Descendants and Zombies fans. This is a universe. This is a galaxy that has changed our lives for the better, and really allowed us to put our lives into perspective in a way that no other franchise of Disney's history, illustrious history, has been able to do. This is something that's had a profound impact on my life, and something I know I will never ever forget. Guys, seriously, thank you so much from my heart to yours. I don't know where I would be without your guys' love and support. So if you get a moment, please hit my like and subscribe buttons, ring my bell to stay up to date with notifications. I'm going to go ahead and upload this video to my YouTube channel, and hopefully a lot of people are going to watch it. I'm not sure how much of a reach this video is going to have this morning, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to upload this video to my YouTube channel. I will be back later on tonight with a final video on Descendants and Zombies. Hopefully you will join me for that video. I try to upload anywhere from 3 to 4 videos every day on this YouTube channel for people who love Descendants and Zombies, because this really has been the greatest honor of my life, being able to create all these beautiful videos about Descendants and Zombies for every single person who ever said they were a fan of this franchise, because you guys have deserved far better reviews for a very long time, and I just wanted to be that guy to give it to you guys, because I really do believe that never enough good things can be said about a franchise as powerful as Descendants and Zombies. Guys, keep kindness in your heart, because kindness really does go a long way in this world. We will talk again in just a few hours from now. Life definitely is sweeter when all of us are. We will talk again really soon. So long for now. Bye, YouTube.